State legislators are looking to follow the FDA's lead in banning certain additives like red dye and margarine, this time in food specifically served in Iowa schools. House Study Bill 5 passed through the Iowa House Education Committee last week.
This comes after the FDA announced food and drug makers must remove red dye number 3 in the coming years. KCRG TV9's Emily Schrod takes a look at why that push is coming now, years after it was taken out of other products.
Candies, colored beverages, cakes and frostings, and even some pharmaceutical drugs. All these and more will soon have to find alternatives to the red dye 3 after the FDA announced the move to ban the dye.
We've been very open the whole time.
Teresa Howard, owner of That One Cupcake Place, says unless it's in the candy toppings, she doesn't use red dye 3 in her cupcakes.
The goal for us when we first opened was to give the people like something that didn't have a laundry list of ingredients, and I think that that's what we're proud of. I think that's what kind of makes us different.
Dr. Peter Thorne runs the Human Toxicology Program at the University of Iowa. He says researchers have known about the cancer-causing properties of red dye 3 since the 80s.
Red dye number 3 contains 4 iodine atoms in the molecule, and iodine acts on the thyroid. And so when you're ingesting large amounts of iodine, it stands to reason that it would affect the thyroid.
And while the dye was banned in makeup products in the 90s, Thorne says it was petitioners that helped push the ban in food products through more than 30 years later.
When we can identify things that might be contributing to that really are not necessary and can remove them from our exposure, then that's an appropriate thing to do.
The FDA says the dye must be out of food products by 2027, and until then, Howard says, if you're worried about the products you're buying locally, don't be afraid to ask.
Customers can always ask if they're uncomfortable anywhere they go, what's going in their food. It's been a given to us to be outright as to what's in our cupcakes. We don't want to hurt anyone. We don't want anyone to have a bad day because of us.
In Cedar Rapids, Emily Schrod, KCRG TV9 News.
Auto